welcome to the Absolute Football Podcast, Absolutely Lower League, the show dedicated to everything from the EFL Championship, League One, League Two, National League, the National League North and South, and this week, FA Cup qualifiers, the Carabao Cup, and the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. I think I've got that right. We're not in it anymore. It'll always be the Papa John's to me because I'm a big pizza fan, but that's just because I love food. I'm a foodie. But of course, I couldn't do it alone, and it'd be very, very boring if I did. And do you know what? I'm going to blank all of you guys for now because there's one person on here. I am so excited. He is back. Guess who's back? It's Uncle Nick. Yay! Woo! How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. So, sorry I've been off for so long, but yeah, I'm back in the fold. So looking forward to tonight.
Oh, I'm so chuffed. And as you all notice as well, we have got Uncle Nick. He's a great sport. He comes on, like all of us. We come on when we lose, don't we? Win, lose, or draw, we come on. Has anybody noticed there's a missing person tonight because his team got annihilated?
Might he be Welsh?
Yeah, and his nickname's Naughty Norman.
And who beat them? You
Who beat them?
Reds.
Remind me, Uncle Nick, who beat them?
Well, it was a sad day for the Welshes, but it was a good day for the West Country.
Oh, I love it. But yeah, we will see if he does make an appearance, but it's not looking likely. So loser. And I want you all, if you're all on Twitter, obviously after this, because you're going to be watching us now, to say to him, win, lose or draw, we're always on. Kieran, where are you? Hashtag where's Kieran? Everybody right now, hashtag where's Kieran? Get it trending. But of course, it's not just myself and Uncle Nick. Anne, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, apart from obviously the weekend result, but we're not top of the championship anymore. I had a fun 2 weeks.
Still here though. You're still here talking football.
I'm still here, tell you. Yeah, he's in the chat, though. Bless him. Get yourself on, you sore loser. But never mind. Yeah, but I'm all well, all good. How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Apart from obviously missed last week. We were joint top of the league, and now we've lost, so I'm here as well. Somebody who we haven't seen in a while because she's been on holiday, but how are you, Rebecca? I mean, we were doing double podcasts every week, me and you, weren't we? So I've missed you. How was your holiday?
I've missed being on. I was sat on boat watching you all, keeping updated with it all, even though we're still yet to win a match. It's fine. No, I'm good. Sad to be back when you find out that the boat was going to Canada next, but it means I'm back on the podcast, so I'm more than happy to be back.
Glad to have you back as well. And somebody who we're always happy to talk to. Jen, how are you? And we've got goals to talk about, haven't we?
3 goals.
Yes, not just one.
3. We scored goals. We drew. We drew. It's a start. So
yeah, it's a start.
Exactly.
Right.
Got points on the board. Come on.
1
Come
point.
on.
Well,
does that mean we're pissing the league now, Jen?
yeah. We're going to win at Fleetwood on Monday because we're on TV. Everyone's going to see us win and it'll be fine.
Love it. And of course, I feel like I've not seen you in forever as well. Claire, how are you and how's your week been?
Yeah, I am really good. Yeah, life is good. How are you, darling?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Really good, just full of a cold. So everyone in the chat, if I do have to go off camera and mute, I am blowing my nose. I will warn you all now because I don't think it's right doing it live on the podcast. That's something nobody wants to see. So I warn you now. But of course, I did warn everyone in the chat, and we do have everyone in the chat. We have got our usuals, and please bear with me because I will admit it. Before we came on air, we are late because I had a bit of a technical issue. I zoomed right out and I can't fix it. And you know what my eyesight's like already, so never mind. So I'll have to squint a little bit more. But we have Chris. He's put, good evening all. Do you know what? That's bigger than usual. That might actually help. We've got Sam as well. Evening, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful week. We hope you are as well. We've got Simon. Hi, Simon. Hope you're okay. We've got Sean as well. There's a lot of chat as well. I think that's because my malfunction. I agree with Luke on this one. Not often me and Luke agree, but all right, everyone. Let's totally skip the National League for this week. We'll do it next week instead.
I don't think we should skip it because they got absolutely smashed, didn't they?
What's the game? What's the game said, Luke?
But I agree. I think we should skip it as well. If we go a little bit over time, we'll just get rid of National League. Got teacher as well. Evening all. Hope everyone is well today. I don't know if anyone's noticed as well the running order, but I've actually put National League last so I can spend as little time as possible on it. So we've got Graham as well. Bless him. Oh, how lovely is that? Evening to my favourite people. Everyone's so excited to see you back as well, Uncle Nick. Even Kieran.
No, Kieran.
And Kieran's never happy. We've got as well Johnny. Hi, Johnny. Hope you're okay. Dietrich's asked as well, how are you, Uncle Nick?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good.
Kieran's put uncalled for. I don't know which part of that it was, but sorry, not sorry. We've already got hashtag where's Kieran. Remember, get it trending on Twitter. We want it trending. Where's Kieran? Hashtag it. We'll get it on some merchandise as well. What? Oh, he's moving a sofa. I wonder if it's like that Friends episode with the pivot.
Yeah, it's home now. So what's his excuse? You can come on now, Kieran, if you really want.
Yeah, come on, Kieran.
Hashtag where's Kieran?
But yeah, we will start. We are actually going to start with League Two because we've got a lot of League Two people on here tonight. So, Uncle Nick, do you know what? We will come to you. We will start with you. Tell us about the Swindon game.
Wow.
Who did you beat as well?
Favourite Welsh team we beat. We've actually been a bit of a bogey team for us. So, yeah, it was first victory of the season. And it's a very, very difficult game to comment on, really, because either Swindon were really, really good and we played some decent football, or Newport were really, really poor. And Kieran did say that's the worst 45 minutes he's ever seen them play. So they had a few injuries. I think they had a few players out. They had a couple of suspended because 2 got sent off the previous week. But we had 3 players missing, Clark, Hall and Delaney. And also Smith was suspended for his, the only thing he did in the game the previous week was elbow somebody in the head. So he was out.
Oh, shit.
But we didn't miss him, to be honest. And we actually played some football on the ground, decent football, 4-0 at half time, which watching it on the box, you're just looking saying, what's going on? You know, because we have been really poor. Although, do we give credit to our manager? Because he said the stats show that we've been doing the right thing and it's all going to come together and we're not far off. And then bang, 4-0 up, 45 minutes, game done. Second half was a bit of a bore fest, like a training game. They sat back, didn't want to concede anymore. We played it quite sensibly, easily, and didn't really look to score anymore. They had a couple of chances. A couple of good things. We had Shamani scored his first ever goal in the league. We've got him on loan from Peterborough, so that's good for him. And Gratzel, who had an head injury the previous week, played with the old bandage around the head like the Warrior, got a really good goal, got across from a ball in from the left, got in front of the centre back, and got a brave header in where he could have got hurt again. Really, really good movement, good goal. And then the third one was an own goal, ball headed back across the 6-yard box. The guy attempted to clear it and just smashed it into the roof of the net. And we got a fourth goal. And because I haven't been to any games, I've got to remind myself of all their names, actually. We got a fourth aid from Joel Cottrell, who scored 2 for the Welsh under-21s midweek. And that was his 4th goal in a week. So he's finished the scoring off just on half-time. So, yeah, it's a really good day. But there are underlying issues at Swindon. I was on the other podcast I do with the Fools, and I predicted that and I'll blow my own trumpet. Sobowale is a really good player. He got a man of the match performance coming in at centre back, and I predicted the score as 4-1, so I wasn't far off there. And also, I said they'd be lucky to get 6,000 Swindon fans. And bearing in mind their last couple of seasons, we've averaged sort of 9,000. So we had just under 6,000. So there are underlying issues with the club, with the fan base, with the ownership. But it's really good just to see a good performance. And the only worry we've got now, we've got another home game. And this thing about new manager bounce, is it an actual thing? Because guess who's got a new manager? From Milton Keynes to Carlisle. Who do we play Saturday? Carlisle. Oh, Christ's sake. We always seem to get the new manager has a team against us. So hopefully Carlisle turn up as bad as they've been so far this season, and we'll see what happens. So I think it's going to be a really interesting game. But we desperately need 3 points Saturday, because next month we've got some, on paper and league positions, some really tough fixtures. And that will see, by the end of next month, we'll see where we're likely to end up this season, or to give a good indication of, is our manager right? Are we actually pushing it forward, or are we not? So League Two is such a crazy league. You look at the teams down the bottom, a couple are probably expected, but there are teams down there like Milton Keynes. Should they be down there? Yeah, probably. Let's keep them down there. And you know, the teams up near at the top are losing games. So it's apart from Notts County, and they've got some really good players. So I can see that's the team that you're going to have to beat. Anybody who gets above Notts County is going to go up. So that's my sort of summary of Swindon and League Two. So there we are.
I've got Kieran's version as well, but I'm not going to read it because obviously Sam would have to do editing, and I don't think it'll sound right coming from me. But I will put it there. No one read. Just have a nice read to yourselves. Yeah. I don't think he's very happy with that performance, bless him. And he's also put this.
Wow, Dick.
I know. That's why I didn't read it, because I thought, is it supposed to be that, or is it wild in? I don't know. Wild in? I don't know. But yeah, I don't think Kieran's a happy man, and that's why he's not turned up tonight.
When he wrote on there, it says he's out for a concussion. It sounds as if he's going around the corner shop, doesn't it? He's out for a concussion. It's like a really weird takeaway, isn't it?
And I just wanted to say as well, if there is anybody in Yorkshire, look away now, because Kieran has also added. Worst 21 minutes of my life, and I watched 21 minutes of Emmerdale once. So if anybody is in Yorkshire, feel free to go on his Twitter and give him some stick.
Jen's not happy. Jen's obviously an Emmerdale fan.
No.
You look as if you were offended.
She's just not happy with Kieran.
Yeah,
it's not
never happy, is it? That's fair enough. We've not won a game yet, and I'm still here. Fine.
How dare you besmirch the good name of Sam Dingle, Kieran?
Someone else who likes being very controversial, and I think he's going to upset everyone in the chat anyway, and most of us tonight. I don't mind MK. Their stadium is surrounded by quality places to eat, especially a right banging Turkish kebab house, and that's from our very own Josh.
Yeah, but he's saying the location, not the team.
Yeah.
So
we'll let him off for that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Let him off.
I think that's what he means.
Yeah, if he's a Welsh man, we're all annoyed with even more than you, Josh, tonight, and that doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often. Oh, funny. What's an Emmerdale? We've asked Graham has put real, and then plastic. We agree. Mr. Lucas put, try and cheer yourself up, Kieran. He tried moving a sofa to cheer himself up, and that didn't work either.
Did anybody see the video of the Wimbledon fan that was like going around social media quite a lot about the way he celebrated the result?
No.
Oh, the really passionate guy.
Really passionate,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
crying.
Yeah,
I
I
loved
love
it.
that. So, yeah, that just shows a fan, like, not Premier League, going to his local club, supporting his local club, going through the highs and lows, and you can see how much he meant to him on the video.
100%.
Oh yeah, of course it was the Wimbledon derby on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This made me laugh what Sam put. Went to school with an Emmerdale smell of the countryside. Bless you, Sam. Oh, he's cut his hand as well. It's not going well for Kieran.
He's having a really bad day.
It might be a good thing he's not on tonight. Because we do need to get him done in 15 minutes.
Kieran, if you want to smile, have a look at what Kieran's put on Twitter. I mean, Graham.
Oh, no.
You can always Graham.
I thought this myself, Dietrich. Like, what is his problem with Yorkshire? He's just jealous.
Same problem with Bradford.
Yeah.
It's the Bradford issue.
Exactly. So I think we've kind of got to the story that Swindon were a lot better than Newport. Kieran's absolutely fuming, and Uncle Nick has got a big smile on his face. He's feeling very smug. And we love it. Rebecca, Jen, who wants to go next?
Jen is more positive.
At one point, it should have been 3, but, we won't go into that. No, it was actually a really, really good game. Like, obviously, we went in front first, which is something we're not used to at the minute. So everyone was buzzing with that. And then, obviously, the ref, yet again, ruining games. Our manager got sent off in the 24th minute because apparently the fourth official kicked the ball back to them when technically the fourth official isn't allowed to touch the ball. So Derek questioned it, got told off, went back to his box, then went back again, kicked off and got sent off. Which, in my opinion, I'd rather have a manager that does that than just stands in the box and is like, yeah, it is what it is. I'd rather have someone that's going to go up to the rest and ask them, like, you've just kicked the ball back to the opposite team. You shouldn't be doing that. Why are you doing that? And then, obviously, Luke got sent off, which wasn't helpful. The first yellow was definitely not a yellow. 100%. I've watched it back and it's not. But the second one was. So I can see where the ref's coming from. But then again, it's like they did it to us. So where's the consistency in that? Because it's getting rather annoying now that it seems to always be us on the wrong side. And then obviously after that, Luke got sent off. They scored. And then it all went shits up again, basically, like it did last week when the ref was against us. But all I have to say is them boys fought right until the end. And I think when that third goal went in, even though they claimed it as an own goal, but we're going to say it's Marcus Dacker's goal. We're going with it because it was unbelievable from him. I think when that third goal went in, we thought, okay, that right, if we can get a draw out of this, massive. Like, even if it's just 1 point, it's 1 point on the table. And the boys really, really pushed themselves right until the end to get there. And I think it just shows how much. I know there's a lot of new players. There's 16, 17 new players in that team. There's also an academy lad who's currently injured but has signed his professional contract that will be in the team at some point. It just shows that the boys are really together as a team, pushing forward, thinking, right, we've got this. Because if nothing had happened with the ref and Derek wouldn't have gotten sent off and Luke would have got sent off, then I generally think we could have won that game. But I think once Derek got sent off, Luke got sent off, the heads went down, they were getting annoyed with the ref, standard procedure in League 2, to be honest. And then obviously they were just thinking, what's the point? But then I think being at home really, really helped as well because everyone was behind them, backing them all the way to the end. And I think once that third goal went in, it was amazing atmosphere, unreal. It was like, okay, we've done it. A draw's a draw. We'll take the draw. We'll go to Fleetwood on Monday. We're on TV. Let's get the banners out, the signs out, the Jason out, everything on TV on Monday because we need something to happen ASAP or again. We could end up like Reading. Like it's that bad at the minute. But I think I'm not upset with them. I'm happy for them. And I just hope on Monday when we're on TV and they've got the eyes on us that we can produce that result and get that first win on the table.
I really hope so. Claire, I think you should go, because if anyone's going to get on telly and get Morecambe recognised, it's going to be you.
Yes. After
the stories you
great
told
night
us.
out.
What time are we going, Jen?
Well, I finish work at 5, so...
You can pitch invade, Claire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what
We're
I'm
going to pitch
saying.
together, it's fine.
Yeah.
I know
You stay off that thing.
Right.
Fine.
One day, all of you guys are going to do a pitch invasion one day, and you will see why it's so good. Unfortunately, you all support shit teams, so it doesn't
I've
happen.
done a pitch invasion, actually.
I mean, we got promoted in the COVID season, so to us it doesn't count.
I'm only
So we'll have to do it again.
All support shit teams. We're second in the goddamn championship. Thank you very much.
It was just an easy opportunity. I love you.
Man. We have got as well in the chat. This made me laugh because I think the same about you, Simon. You can't. I'm sticking up for Kieran on this one, to be fair, Simon, because there's not many people you like. So, but for anyone on audio, is there anyone or anywhere that Kieran does like? So then Kieran's actually put, Simon, I like Chinese food. So we know something. So he likes Newport and Chinese food.
I mean, Chinese food is always a winner in it. Let's be honest.
Exactly. And then we've got a Kieran, don't you live in Newport, you townie? Can't think of anything worse.
What ass.
Don't get him started, he'll mention Bradford. And then we have got a Kieran could play his own version of GeoGuessr where he gets dropped into a random place in the UK and he can find a reason to moan about it. Is that right, Kieran? As well. Thank you. Super chat. Thanks, Kieran. But yeah, hopefully as well, because you know how much I don't dislike them as much anymore because of the situation what happened last season. But me and Fleetwood aren't friends, so I would appreciate it, Jen, if Morecambe did win as well for that reason and many other reasons.
We've got it, don't worry.
We just need an ant song at this point.
We do.
And are you listening, Ant?
What's that, sorry?
Such a male.
He's on it already. He's doing his songwriting
We said
already.
we need another ant song.
Oh yeah, I'll have to think about that. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Oh,
Now or later.
Bit of sass from Simon.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. So you should be quite happy as well with that performance, because to be fair, and we will get onto it later, they did play very well. So I will give you that one as well, Simon, and I am only joking and having banter, so don't worry. I'm just feeling a bit sassy myself tonight. I think it's this cold. It's brought out the best in me. Lucas put as well, I'm still hoping that Tom White scores for Morecambe. What a player he was for us.
Go.
Oh.
He's injured.
Luke!
My favourite player. And he's injured. Devastated. Happens to all the players I like. They either leave or get injured.
Fucking liking people, then you take.
All right. What's it mean?
So I'm there not reading out Kieran's match report and then Claire's for like you say.
Leave me a Tom White alone, all right? When he comes back, he'll score. Exactly. Right?
Do you know what? I think we need someone who is going to behave. So, Rebecca, come on. I'm sorry I had to come to you, but talk hacky to us because I know you will behave.
I mean, Deb's out injured. We don't know how long. We don't know what it is. He's out injured. Just wasn't in the squad. But we did have Kelsey Mooney and Jimmy Knowles back, which for us, we thought, oh, right, get them two back. Two of our goal scorers will be all right. How that kicked us. We're still without a win. We're still without a clean sheet. We lasted 85 minutes this time, though, thinking, oh, we've got a 0-0 draw. Clean sheet, we're sorted, let's go. But no, they scored. It was another really frustrating match for us. I honestly don't know where a win is coming from. It's a struggle for us. We can score, and we've proven that in quite a few matches. We've had different goal scorers on the score sheet, but we just can't hold on to the win, or even in this case, a draw. The goal, it was an annoying one. We had a chance, which was our only shot on target from Nelson Kumbeni, I think he's called. And it was a case of he had a shot, first shot on target, second half. They got a throw in. We tried to defend, didn't really work. I think it was like Nathan R headed it upwards rather than we just can't head the ball. I think that's an issue for us this season. It ends up just being like head tennis half of the time. So his balls come straight back out to the Crew player. Great cross, bounces in middle of our defence, and then I think it was Zach Williams just tapped it on for him, and it was an easy enough goal for them. But it was annoying for us again. Still struggling to get the win. 2 points for us. It isn't what it should be at this point. We've got the team, we've got the players that can do it, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. So Port Vale, Saturday, we're 12:30 kickoff, which if anyone wants to watch Aki on TV, go for it. Do I recommend it? Maybe not. Maybe not. They cause me enough stress as it is. But yeah, hopefully we're still back we're at home. We had all the banners and everything out, but it is just a hard one to keep watching. But hopefully Seb won't be out for too long and we can just... I just want to win. We're not asking for much. One win, please. Please, that's all we need. And I think get on a good run. Because we thought the 3-3, can't remember who we're against now, would be our turning point. But then Newport happened. So it's like we finally get like a good result, even if it's just a draw. But then we're always 3 steps back after it. So it just needs, hopefully, regroup, get going again, and just got to see what happens.
Fingers crossed for you, kiddo.
Thank you. I can't pick a team to save my life at this point, can I?
No, it's not going well.
Kieran's dad is saying this as well. Sorry, Rebecca.
Oh, God.
Tell you what, he's on a roll, him, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is.
Bloody hell.
He was going to bed 10 minutes ago, wasn't he?
I know. Moving a sofa, going to bed, getting a kebab, and I was giving it about Seb. Why don't you come and say it to her face, Kieran?
It's because he knows I can defend him. Like, no matter what, he could have an absolute stinker of a match. He's still man at match for me.
Yeah. Oh, bless you.
To be fair, that's like me with Donald Love. It could be a nightmare of a footballer, but he looked like that. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to go to Walsall 2, Bradford 1, because I do have Dietrich's match report. And I just wanted to say, if there is anybody new in the chat or anybody who hasn't watched us before, if you do support a team in any of these leagues or the National League, or if you've been to any of the games that we are covering, please feel free to send in your match report and I will read it as well, because we love hearing about them. But Dietrich has put about that game. Gutted with the defeat, a couple of our defenders have picked up injuries, so hopefully they have a speedy recovery. Goal from Loney, Ollie Sanderson. Now else to say, on to Wimbledon at the weekend. That's how you write a match report, Kieran.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Look at her. She's still positive. Still positive. I think we need to give you some lessons. I feel like I'm coming at Kieran now, so I need to stop. I think it's because I was so excited to have Uncle Nick on, to be so smug and be like, ha ha, to him. And he's not even come on.
So it's my fault you're giving him grief.
No,
But
never your fault.
In the nicest way. And did say in our group chat the other day, there's no way he'll be on because Newport got beat. And it's just turned out to be correct, hasn't it? Pickle.
But
See,
you've got
Kieran, it wasn't 5. There you go.
We lost for 6 months in a row.
Well, he
and
drew
I'm
the
still
second
here.
half.
You drew second
But
half.
as well, to be fair, Luke's here. They got beat 7-1.
Yeah.
7-1.
Oh,
Me and
dear
Jen are
me.
yet to win, and we're still
Shame.
here.
Exactly. Disappointed, Kieran. It's like what everyone says, isn't it, when you're a kid? I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. That's mum mode coming out.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can hear.
I know. Come on now. Claire, I'm going to come to you because I've not heard from you. But is there any standouts apart from the ones, obviously, that have been mentioned on here?
Yeah, and I say it with gritted teeth because you all know what I think. But I've got to give Harrogate credit for that 2 win. Like a clean sheet, a win against Doncaster, who, to be honest, are my favourites to win the league. I just think, unfortunately, fair play to him. No, it's a really good result, that, and yeah, it deserves a shout out.
Ellis Taylor getting a goal, former Sunderland man.
Craig has put as well, up the Jills.
3-0
against Tranmere. Is Tranmere Rovers guy you're not in? Oh.
No, hello.
We were all thinking it, to be fair, weren't we? Kieran's put, you proper wound me up, you lot. I'm being bullied. You're not being bullied, Kieran. We love you, really. And is there any standouts for you on this?
I am, yeah, probably Notts County because they were 2-0 down. Bromley, got off to a really, really good start. And Notts County ended up, I mean, they lost Macaulay Longstaff, haven't they, to Millwall. I just thought, where's the goals going to come from? They've scored like about 1 million goals already this season, haven't they? They're still conceding a lot, but they're at that kind of thing where you can score as many goals as you want, we'll score more, which is kind of what Ipswich did last year in the Championship, so fair play to them. And, the top of the league, them unbeaten, really good start of the season for them. So, yeah, got to give credit where it's due, I think.
This made me laugh as well. Sam said to Kieran, take it up with HR, Kieran, which is, by the way, me. So you can't put your complaint in, love. Uncle Nick, is there any other standouts for you on this slide, or any you just want to laugh at? You can laugh at the Swindon Newport result again if you want.
No, I'm not that mean. Come on, I'm back on.
I am.
I'm not. Yeah, well, you're being horrible to Paul.
It's because he's not on here.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
what Ant was saying about Notts County, yeah, they've lost. Is it Longstaff? But they've got a little player called McGoldrick. And he scored 2 worldies against Swindon the other week. And I think he followed up with 2 the following week. So he's far too good for League Two. And they're obviously going to be a threat. I think they're going to be there or thereabouts. The other team is, as much as I hate to admit it, because they seem to think that they're big, or we're big rivals to them, and their fans hate us, is Gillingham. And I think they're probably going to be the team that's going to be there or thereabouts. They've got one of our ex-players. I think he's on loan from Peterborough, Jake Wakelin, who's a really good player. But I think he's been mainly sat on the bench in coming on during the game. So Gillingham are going to be thereabouts. And one of my other favourite teams, poor old Bradford, got beat. Shame. Yeah, Kieran, somebody to cheer you up. Bradford got beat.
I feel like we're getting all sassy tonight, us. We're gonna get cancelled, aren't we?
I must be the only, could just be only me and Dietrich in the entire network that actually quite like Bradford.
Hi, Bradford.
Yeah, I think Bradford's all right.
I like Bradford. They let us have Ryan East, so I love Bradford.
No, it's only because of the contact we have up at Bradford. That was good. That was good for them to stick.
I'm going to quickly go to the table before we move on to League One. So the top of the table, we do have Notts County on 8 points. Gillingham are second on 7 points. Barrow are third on 6 points.
That's goal difference.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh no, she's read it completely wrong. She just let her carry on.
That is karma. That is karma. Right, nobody. Right, you've all have erased your memories. I'm glad you told me, Milan. Thank you.
She just left it.
I was doing so well. Right. I'm so embarrassed now. I've gone bright red.
No, that's bad. That and you should have left her.
Oh, shouldn't have.
Actually, Matt.
I was waiting she got the Doncaster Rovers, but they've only got 2 points in the 5th.
It's when I got to minus.
You get the -5 at the bottom. You know it's wrong.
No, we're above you and we've got -8.
No, it's still like 6 goals and we'll be fine.
I'm actually matching my jumper. I'm that embarrassed. Right, let's start again. I'm crying my laughter. Right. I love how everyone in the chat's like isn't surprised by this. So at top of the table, we have Notts County on 14 points. Second, we have Gillingham on 13 points. Also on 13 points in third, we have Barrow. In fourth place, we have AFC Wimbledon on 12 points. Fifth, we have Walsall on 12 points. Sixth, we have Doncaster on 12 points. And seventh, we have 10 points. And then in the relegation zone, everyone's probably laughing at me. That's so funny. And in the relegation zone, I'm actually crying. In the relegation zone, we have Accrington Stanley, sorry, Rebecca, on 2 points, not -8. And bottom of League Two, sorry, Jen, on 1 point, not -5. We have Morecambe.
Oh, God.
That killed me off. Look, I'm actually crying.
Can I just mention something random?
Of course, yeah. Please do, Rebecca, to take the embarrassment off me. Please do.
Accrington had a player on loan. I think it was 2 seasons ago now. It was when we had Ryan Astley as well. He's called Nathan Butler Oyedeji. And he hardly ever played with us, didn't show much for Raki or anything, and he's made the bench for Arsenal's match tonight in the Champions League.
Go on. Go on.
Go on, man.
Fair play to him.
Oh, Claire, save us. Talk about Stockport, please. I need to wipe my eyes and just go off for a moment and recompose myself.
No, you're not allowed to go anywhere because I'm going to tell you who scored after 6 minutes.
I'll probably read out the wrong name.
Who would that be, Claire?
Me and Char like to sing it. 3, 2, 1. Da, 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 da.
Louis Barry.
Louis Barry.
Oh.
Yeah, 6 minutes in, Louis Barry doing what Louis Barry does. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
This Louis Barry goal of the season competitions like
I'll go off a
every
minute.
bloody week. She's funny and shit. She's gold. Ethan Pye is mega. He will obviously we're a progressive club, but Ethan Pye is gonna progress before us, and I would put my mortgage on it that if he continued to grow at the rate he is and look so composed, I don't think I'd be surprised to see him in the Premier League. And as much as anything, he's 21-year-old. It came from Rochdale, so he's been in two.
Happened to wasn't me.
Kicked her out. That's what you've
Where's
done.
she gone?
She's still there. She's just gone. As soon as she said Rochdale, it went, meh.
Kicked her out, Rochdale, bang. Off you
I
go. You mentioned Rochdale and bad internet just hits you all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Alan, hello. We have actually, do you know what? I read out the goal difference on purpose because I knew I'd have you all laughing and Aled would be back in time for League One. So please send me a match report. Where's Claire? Yeah, she's having technical difficulties. So what I will do at the moment is we will. She's left on her own accord at the minute. So I'll quickly ask you, Jen and Rebecca. I'll ask you first, Jen, because I didn't ask you before in League Two. Any standouts on here? Obviously, apart from Stockport, because Claire will speak about it.
No, I feel like we need to talk about Reading and Leyton Orient.
Yeah, 100%.
Not obviously what's going on the field, but what has happened off the field over the past 24 hours. They are in the mud, very much in the mud, and it feels like the EFL don't care. And I know exactly how that feels because we've been up for sale for 2 years and they don't care about us either. So I feel for Reading fans and I feel for the manager massively because after reading, he's come out and spoke to the fans and spoke to the media and said what he wanted to say. And he sounds exactly like Derek, where he loves the club, he loves the fans, he loves the players, and he has had enough now. And I don't blame him because when you're getting told that there's a deal on the table, it's going through, there's going to be a new owner, it's going to be like a new start, fresh start for everyone. And then it comes down to like the final bit and it's like, it's not happening. It's been caught. And you sat there and you're like, what do we do now? Like, where do we go from here? Because I've seen a lot of Reading fans talking online saying they don't want to protest because the protest is going to hurt the club, the players, the fans. They need to start protesting towards their owner more than the actual players and manager and team, which I get because that's exactly how we feel. We don't want to protest against the fans, against obviously the players and the manager, because that's just going to hit the club. You're going to get a point deduction. That could add to like relegation scrap. It's not something that they want right now. So I do feel really, really, really bad for them. And I really hope it gets sorted like ASAP. But I just think it's such a horrible situation to be in for them. Like, obviously, you want to go and enjoy your club and watch them play football. And right now, everything off the field is taking that away from what's on the field. And I honestly really, really hope we do get it sorted like ASAP because I know exactly what it feels like to be in that situation and not know if your club's going to be there next season. And for the EFL to just kind of sit there and not do anything about it, I just think it's absolutely disgusting behaviour from them.
100%.
Do you want to carry on, Claire?
I'm so sorry. Can you believe of all the things to happen, my mother FaceTimed me. Mum, do you not do Thursday night is podcast night?
You're probably fuming that I read out the wrong things.
How dare she not watch me talk about a league that she's not interested in?
Oh.
Yeah, I hope Reading gets sorted out though. But yeah, Louis Barry scored for us after 6 minutes on Saturday, and yeah, the goal of the season competition for us is going to be pretty easy because Louis Barry will be the candidate for every single goal. We actually played quite well, and Crawley have been a nemesis for us in the last few seasons away from home, and we've always struggled a little bit against them.
It's all happening tonight, isn't it?
Anne!
Oh. Want to get me drink? I didn't want to show my ass. So.
Yeah, boy, you nearly did.
I didn't want to show my ass.
I did pull my shorts up, didn't I?
Oh, God.
Yeah, Kyle Wood unfortunately went flying in, and we conceded a penalty, which Quittina scored for them. It finished 1-1. Ethan Pine, man of the match. and I don't know if I said it fully before, but I think he might make the Premier League. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. But you know what? Still unbeaten. An unbeaten start to our life in League One. Couldn't ask for much more, could I? Like, I literally couldn't. I'm so happy.
I wish I was. I'm joking.
Yes,
I'm not actually that. I'm actually all right, to be fair.
Crying in the corner, me. Don't worry about me.
At least you come on the podcast, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Karen.
Mentioning no names.
He's gone now. He's gone to bed.
Yeah.
He's got to bed crying into his kebab.
So, Aled, so obviously it was the Wrexham and Birmingham game. I don't know if anyone saw this. It was.
You see, they were calling it the Hollywood Derby.
I know.
I know.
What is that? Like, that's just ridiculously like cringeworthy, you know.
He was put, in regards to our game, I expected a loss, but thought we performed well. We were just against a quality side who I expect to be in the top 2 come the end of the season. They should win it.
Yeah.
The amount they spent on that player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what, though?
He scored as well, didn't he? He scored twice, didn't he? Stan
Twice.
His first 2 goals, yeah.
I watched it and I thought McLean. How do you say it?
James
McLean.
Yeah, him. I thought he was their worst player on the pitch. I thought he was absolutely rubbish. And he definitely didn't get a good reception there, did he? But he seemed to enjoy it. Like, and all the Birmingham fans like booing him and going on at him. And he just kept showing them his tattoo. So yeah, I just think
he's just a wind-up knob. That's what he is.
Yeah,
I know. What's that?
I said he's a wind-up knob.
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
I was trying to actually be a little bit more ladylike in my.
Doesn't suit you, Claire. Say it as it is.
Got a great catch on him, though, when that fan threw that can at him.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Great catch. Aled put as well, enjoyed the experience of going to St Andrews when 3-4 seasons ago I was going to Solihull Moors. Don't talk about Solihull Moors! They beat us out of every team.
Oh,
Aled!
An annoying team. Do you know what, though? Like, that's exactly how I feel about it. And, like, I just enjoy everywhere I go because of the journey that we've been on. Like, I'd still be here if we lost the first 6 matches like I was last season. That wouldn't have got approved anyway.
No.
As well. Birmingham can't keep clean sheets, so I think that might stop them going up. What's everyone else think?
If they can score more, then they can.
Yeah.
They're just gonna just dismantle teams, aren't they, with the strike force they've got, to be fair. I mean, like, they've got Alfie May, who was banging the goals in last season, and then obviously Jay Stansfield. It's too good. The team's too good not to go up, you know what I mean? Yeah. It'd be like mad if they didn't go up, but I think they will.
But I feel like the same, like when we were in the National League North, we had players that would play out of their skin. Like it was like a big, massive game and they all wanted to come and kind of be the pantomime villain, if that makes sense. But, like, I think Birmingham might get a little bit of that because all these, like, teams are aware of how much they've spent and everyone will want to make a name for themselves by beating them. So that could also work against them.
Yeah. The bother is, though, they've just beat Wrexham, who've been one of the best teams in the league so far, 3-1. Blew them away, really, in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. They've just got better. They're just better than everybody else. And it happened, and I totally get that. It might not where people are, but it happened to us when we went down to League One. We were everyone's cup final. But I just think that we never spent 15 million quid on a player. They have. So I just think it's too good. They bought a team that want to go up, not just this season, but next season as well. They're going for the double, aren't they? But we'll see what happens. Yeah.
We have got in the chat as well, just a couple of people. Chris has said, go on Charlton, joint top. Husky Man has put great result for Wigan there. We will come to that in a minute. Shawnee, obviously, is our Northampton fan. His match report is, we scored after 4 minutes when a certain Shah favourite got bundled over in the box, and then it went pear-shaped and we conceded 2. That's all. On to Saturday and up the cobblers. And Graham, obviously, is our Charlton fan. He has put another win for us and another clean. I'm guessing that's another and not a smother. And another clean sheet. We only kept 5 or 6 clean sheets last season, and we've got 4 already this year. Such a huge improvement defensively. We are 1-0 FC. Now, wrong with that. A win's a win. A win's a win. I will quickly go now to the graphic. So any standouts for anyone? I'm just going to leave it free for anyone to kind of have their say.
I think Dietrich's put in Huddersfield beating Bolton.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They're in massive trouble, aren't they? Bolton at the minute. They've got the the hangover from not going up last year, aren't they? I mean, they're getting smashed every week, aren't they? And that's a massive result. That and fair play to Huddersfield. I think they've started well, haven't they?
Stevenage as well. That's a really good result.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah. Fair play to Revs. But I mean, look at that. Looking at Barnes, the Barnes has had a bad week, haven't they? You know, they got hammered there and they got absolutely spanked off Man United, didn't they?
I know.
That's not a good. Not a good week.
Not going well. Is anyone else want to say anything before I come to the table and make a fool of myself again?
The Lincoln and Peterborough match, I feel as though Lincoln would be not too thrilled with getting a draw. Recent performances for them, I think they could have scored a lot more than they did. But I mean, great equaliser from Peterborough, and like fair play to them to hold in Lincoln to a match. But especially with how early Lincoln scored, I think it was like 33rd minute they scored. So I feel as though I think they were expecting to be able to go on and win it, but fair play to Peterborough.
Sam has mentioned as well, we will get onto the Carabao Cup after, but he said about Barnsley, they were awful on Tuesday, absolutely awful.
Weren't even that good. They were dreadful.
I know.
So bad.
We're talking about Matty Godden as well in the chat, and Graham has put, he's doing all right, Glenn, settling in well now and starting to kick on, scored in the Pointless Cup on Tuesday too. We've got an update as well if anybody wants to know. Chris has put Monaco are beating Barca 2-1 in the Champions League.
Go on, Monaco.
I know. So here we go. Concentrate, Charlotte. I'm even calling myself Charlotte. So top of League One, we have Wrexham on 13 points. Second, we have Birmingham on 13 points. Third, we have Charlton on 13 points. Huddersfield are 4th on 12 points. Stockport County are 5th on 11 points. Lincoln City are 6th on 10 points. And then in the relegation zone, we have Bolton Wanderers, who are 21st on 4 points. Leyton Orient are below them in 22nd on 3 points. Shrewsbury Town are below them in 23rd on 3 points. And the bottom of League One, we have Cambridge on 1 point.
The price of them.
Anne, do you want to talk? We're going to the Championship now. Do you want to talk Sunderland to get it out of the way?
Well, we're always going to lose at one stage. We were going to lose. We're going to lose football matches. It is what it is. But it was, you know what it was? It's just set up on it. Like, Rooney's not won for Plymouth yet. We travelling. It's international break, which we never do very well after international break anyway. Reggie got manager of the month. It was just 100% set up for us to lose. And I actually said to me mate, I went, like, because everyone's like, oh, you know, win this one, we're still top this, that, and the other. And I was like, I honestly thought we were going to lose. So this is one of them games where you're like, Oh, it's bound to happen at some point. Disappointed, to be fair, because obviously we went 1-0 up, a penalty to Patrick Roberts, and then we just haven't showed up in the second half. We've just gone completely off the boil, which hasn't been like us this season at all. Just we let them have too many shots on target. Eventually, they were gonna score. Hell of a save by Patterson for the first goal. It's like tipped it onto the bar, but then it's unfortunately come back and hit Ballard in the leg and went in. And then they scored a penalty, which it was a penalty. I can't. I'm not even going to debate that because that was an absolute stonewall penalty. In fact, I didn't think ours was. So I'm actually going to go against like what I normally do about referees. I think he got ours wrong and got theirs right. And then it's like, I was thinking, I'd really take a point. And then Deirdre's favourite player, Romain Mundell, scored again. Scout Deirdre. I've always said this, Deirdre needs to be a football scout. He scored again, third game in a row. Right. Mint point, gets get out of the way. We haven't played very well. And then it goes into stoppage time. They have a shot. Patterson should be doing a lot better. Just kind of palms it out straight to one of their players. Bang, 3-2. We've lost for the first time this season. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We're going to lose games. It's important how we recover from it. Obviously, we've got a difficult game on Saturday. We're on the telly at 12:30. So if you don't want to watch Aki, I would probably say Aki, but we've got Borough. So we always do badly at home to Borough. So it's a big game. It's a derby, he says with inverted commas. It's not really, but yeah, we've got to be up for it. It's an early game, early kickoff, so chance to go back top of the table, albeit for a few hours. See what happens. I don't know what the hell Claire's doing. Just put it but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't take anything away that we've had a really good start of the season. It was always going to happen. We're always going to lose. It's a pity we've lost to Plymouth, because I think a lot of people were expecting it, but it's how we recover. We're going to have to recover well. Teams lose. Teams are going to no one's going to go through the season without a defeat. It is what it is, and just recover from it. Get out of the way. It's a bad day, bad result. Get back on the training pitch. There we go. Sort it out Saturday, lads. You know what I mean?
That's all you can do, innit?
That's it. Yeah.
You've had a cracking start as well, and you've lost by 1 goal.
Yeah.
Like that journey as well, all the way down there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just set. It's like I said before. It was all set up for us to lose. Like I say, the manager of the month stuff. The fact that we've gone into the game, I think like Plymouth were like 4-1 or something, or 7-2 to win at home. And I'm like, especially with us, it's our longest trip of the season, and it is a horrible journey. I know the players are probably like fly down. They've still got comfort and all that, but you've got like players coming back from international breaks. A couple of players were knocks, this, that, and the other. If we were going to lose, if we're going to lose games this season, bet on us to lose after international breaks, because I don't think we've won one for like 2 or 3 since we've had an international break. Hello, Ben. But like I say, I'm not gonna go on a rant. I'm not gonna lose my head about a defeat. It happens. And to be fair to Plymouth, second half they played really, really well. We were bad, but they were good. So if they can kind of play it that way, because they are going to concede goals, because they're not very good defensively, but if they can, score some goals, they might get out of it. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if they're in the bottom 3 now with that win, but hey ho, we soldier on.
I told you Rooney would be a good manager, Ant.
I told you something would go down, but no, it's not happening. Like I say, it's just. We've got to just go again. We'll go again on Saturday and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? It's a mint start. We've got some cracking young players. We're playing well. We've got some of the new players that I think they're going to be in the squad for the first time on Saturday. The sky's the limit with them, you know what I mean? And even if we don't go up, we're well set to go up in a couple of years, like next year or the year after, because we've got like a really talented young squad. So and remember, it always happens with young players. They are going to make mistakes. And so it just so happened that, Saturday was a bad day at the office, which you have.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it, really.
Yeah.
No, I've just realised as well, as soon as you started speaking, Ben came in. Like, what is this romance about? Why did it come in when anyone else was speaking?
Yeah,
Have you been
don't like
texting each
us.
other or something?
To be fair, though,
now, Ben.
I need to hear all about his holiday because I'm staying at the exact same place in February.
Ooh, any spiders?
Just very quickly, Sharps. I know I said I'd mention it tonight. I might as well do it while Sunday's on.
Yeah,
But one of my friends, Jasmine, she's called, is doing a cycle from Olympic Park in London to Olympic Park in Paris. And it's on next. She starts next Thursday. So obviously this is the last Thursday I can actually say before she does it. And Jasmine being, you know, I think really, like, I can only think crazy to do this, is also cycling from Birmingham, where she lives, to the Olympic Park in London, and then meeting the father-in-law and driving over. So they're doing it for charity. They're doing it for PBC, because Jasmine unfortunately lost her mum when she was 18 to PBC. So I'm going to put the link in for her Just Giving page in the chat. If people can donate, that'll be brilliant. You don't have to, obviously, but if you can, it'd be mint. And obviously, just good luck, mate, because, I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't even, you know, ride around the block on my bike. You know, the amount of miles that's going to be. And I think it's for a great cause. I think you're absolutely brilliant for doing it. And just best of luck, basically.
That's
Brilliant.
And I'll put the link in now. So.
Yeah, send it me on Twitter as well, Ant, and I'll put it on all of our socials as well.
Yeah, I will do. No bother at all.
Ben has put, you leave my aunt alone, he's mine. All right, all right.
Oh, look at that smile on Ant's face.
Bless you. Right. So we will talk about some of the other games. So Claire, do you know what? I'm going to come to you first. Any standouts or anything you do want to talk about on this slide?
Well, we spoke about it before, didn't we? But while we're there, it's a good win for Oxford on Saturday. Sorry, Nick.
I know. I got to admit they're doing really well.
They are doing really well, and it's surprising a lot of people because everyone had them in the predictions to go down. Literally everybody. So fair play to them. But more important than that, we were just wanting to talk about Jack Badger, who's an Oxford United fan, and played non-league football as well for Abingdon United. Yeah. And he was 24 and unfortunately took his own life recently in the last couple of days. And it's just, you know, everybody on this podcast is really passionate about being there for other people. And once again, like, all of us have open DMs, and if anybody needs someone to speak to, then we are here. And there's so many places that you can go to as well in a crisis. You know, Samaritans, it's free. There's Men's Health. There's so many different charities that you can talk out to if you need someone to talk to. And it's just so sad that sometimes people don't see that other way. So, just rest in peace to him, and I hope he's found that peace now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sad.
So sad. Really, really sad. Oh, bless him. Sam has put, well said, Claire. Any other standouts? I will come to you next, Uncle Nick.
I guess Luton. Is anyone goes to Millwall and gets a win, always a tough place to go. Like I said, Oxford. As much as it hurts me to say it, they're doing really well, and I don't know if I said it before on here, and it does pay me, but they've got a really good setup there, and their CEO is absolutely top notch. I heard an interview with him. I think he was at Milan and Man United as a CEO. How the hell Oxford got him to their place, I don't know, but he's got it really sorted, and they're going to move to a new ground in the near future. And they're unfortunately for us, they're going strength to strength. So fair play to them. You know, we all have rivals in football, and you have the local rivals, but you know, give credit where it's due. So Good win for them. And I say Luton's decent. The other ones, probably surprised when it's Portsmouth getting stuffed 3-0 at home, because they're usually decent at home. And obviously they've gone up a league, and West Brom, should be there or thereabouts. But that's still quite a hammering for Portsmouth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, completely agree. I just wanted to mention as well before we move on, it's really nice in the chat. I mean, Luca said the same, and this is what I love about everyone, not just us on the podcast, but everyone involved in the chat. Everyone's there for each other, and I think it's a really good community that we have built, and I think that's really, really nice, Luke. So yeah, that's lovely. But everybody, I just feel like we've built such a good community of people, and everyone's there for each other. Everyone cheers each other up, and I just love that. I really do.
As well, because it just shows like we're not just a football podcast, we're a football podcast with people that care. And that goes for all of us sitting here now and the people that are within the chat. And that's why it's so special to all of us, really.
100%. Just before I do ask you, Rebecca, and you, Jen, Johnny has put as well, happy we won again. Obviously, he's our Sheffield United fan. And he's also said, I'm so happy we kept another clean sheet. So that's good news for them. Chris has put, Dan isn't here, but what a result for Burnley away to Leeds. Yeah. Cracking result.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about, because I feel like
go on then,
when
Jen.
you go to like Leeds, like you expect to get beat. But I think for Burnley, it's a really, really good point, and I'm really happy that Dan's got a win. It's great for him. Even though he's not here. Still playing.
I mean, we talk about Kieran not coming on when we lose. Dan doesn't come on when they win. So.
I know.
It doesn't come on, Dan.
Oh, everyone in the chat, Graham's put, we're a family. I completely agree. Dietrich's put 100% agree, Claire. Love this community so much. We love you all too. That's the thing. Like, it wouldn't be what it is without you all. We appreciate you so much. Sam has put, love our podcast community and family. Alad has put, a great community here. And Luke, bless him, has put, top community full of amazing people. Yeah, and as we say, it's not just us on here. Like, we produce the content, but it wouldn't be what we are and how, obviously, well, we have done in a short time without you all. We appreciate you so much. We do. I'm getting all soppy now. Graham has put as well, the QPR goal was football heritage. I've not seen that.
Oh, it's mental.
Is it? I need to check that one out.
It is literally the goal mouth scramble.
Oh, yeah. God,
yeah, I think I have seen it, actually.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful.
Under 10s, wasn't it? Under 10s football.
I mean, Chef Wed's goal, they scored like the 92nd minute, wasn't it? Barry Barron scored an absolute perler. And then that one in the 90, I think it was 90+6 or something. It's just one of them. Like, if you're a football purist, you're like throwing the head down the loo, aren't you? But for everyone else, like, yeah.
As well, Husky Matters put, Blackburn result isn't really surprising from a City fan.
I can't stop laughing at Husky, man. I don't know why.
I know
it's not personal. I just, yeah. I'm wondering whether you've got a husky voice or whether you've just got a husky dog.
Please let us know.
If you've got a husky voice, then definitely come on this podcast. How do we get on there? Say it terribly.
Just before I go to you, Rebecca, as well in the chat, Johnny has put, I know it's not football related, but I just want to say thank you to Sharon and Claire for your support when I was down. No problem at all. As we said, we're free to anybody who does need it. Chris, bless him, has put, someone who's dealt with depression and mental health problems, seek help if you need it. You are worth it. Love you all. We love you too. And it's true. You are all worth it and you all matter. Graham has put, bless him, getting totally mosh. Aw, what a gang. So cute, all of you. He's got a couple of husky dogs.
See, it's ruined now. Ruined.
I know. We was all hoping for the latter, weren't we?
I want them to be like bloke off Friends, the fragrance one.
I love huskies. And have you heard a husky howling? It's like the cutest.
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca, any standouts for you on here?
Well, I was going to say the Blackburn match. I mean, the team and the way that they're setting up is just incredible at the moment. The summer transfer window, I think, it was incredible for them. And I know at the beginning, before they bought anyone, I was there thinking, oh, they're going to struggle, but they've turned it round, and fair play to them. I did, like, going into the match, you do favour Blackburn, but then the Championship, anything can happen, and you can't always think, oh yeah, go straight with them, because you just never know. But it was another huge performance from Blackburn. It was the first goal, incredible assist from Bristol's keeper. I think they attempted to play it out from the back, but just passed it straight to Lewis Travis, and he just dinked it over him and netted it on. But yeah, great assist if that's what he intended to do, which I don't think it was. But yeah, I mean, UK for Blackburn, what a player he is, and what a performance he put in. 2 goals in that match. He's been a standout for them since they signed him, and I think he is like one of the big talking points amongst Rovers fans. I know that whenever my brother's talking Rovers, you can't get he doesn't mention any other player apart from him at the moment, and it is a really good one. And it was great to see Todd Cantwell getting a run out with his move up to Blackburn from Rangers. I think if they keep him fit, he's going to be another one that can do really well with them, but it is just keeping him fit and trying to keep him at the club, because he has been a bit here, there and everywhere, like especially with Rangers. So they have got a really good squad going, and what they've been able to do with it's impressive. So yeah, I think they're still unbeaten in the league as well.
Just quickly now, we will have a quick look at the table. So West Brom are top at the minute, though. At the minute, they have 13 points. I'm really paranoid now. Sunderland are second on 12 points. In third, we have Blackburn Rovers on 11 points. Fourth, we have Burnley on 10 points. Watford are fifth on 10 points, and Sheffield United are sixth on 9 points. And then in the relegation zone, we have Hull City. They are 22nd on 3 points. Portsmouth are 23rd, also on 3 points. And Cardiff are bottom of the Championship, only on 1 point. Just let me have a little bit.
Do you know that Hull haven't won since March?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Careful what I always say. Careful what you wish for. They put all that money in January to go up, paying 800 grand a week loss, as in like money going out, and now they're paying for it now. They put all the eggs in one basket. Didn't go up. Knackered. They'll beat us in a few weeks' time. Like they'll go all that. There'll be like 9 games they haven't won or something. Or they'll be like, oh, we haven't won since March. This, that, and the other. We come rocking on 1-0.
I still think they shouldn't have sacked the manager, to be honest.
Nah, they should not. But he's got a job abroad, hasn't he? Rosania. Hasn't he got somewhere in Spain? I can't remember. I can't remember now. I know he's got a job anyway, but Strasbourg, that's the one. Cheers, Johnny. He has. Yeah, that's the one.
That's not in Spain.
Yeah, it's in France, sorry.
I just wanted to let everyone know as well, we are going to do the cup competitions quickly. I do not have slides for the FA Cup qualifiers because there were so many games. But if your team did play and you want me to read out your match report, please do. Ben, I do have yours, but if you want me to forward it on to Ant so Ant can read it, not me, let me know.
Can we have some like candlelit music in the background?
I know. Some slow music.
You need music when you've got a husky.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Get the husky
set you alarm. It's fine.
Oh, bless him as well. Ben has actually put, for someone that suffers from depression, I found it so much better talking about now and spreading the awareness. Much love to the Absolute Football Podcast family for the support you all give. We love you, Ben. And he's also put, get ready for it, I will be reading out his match report soon. And the FA Cup dream is well and truly back on, Ben.
Woo woo!
You will hear about that later. But I actually did this because Kieran was supposed to be on and he was chuffed about them winning. But it is the Bristol Street Malters Trophy. Some results. So any standouts for anyone? Rebecca, do you want to talk about the Everton? Claire, do you want to talk about Stockport?
No.
I can talk Everton, yeah.
From both sides.
She still comes on, even though both the teams lost on the same night.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, for Everton under 21s, it was going to be a tough one going into it. They were missing 6 of their main players because with the senior team playing and how small.
Sorry, Rebecca.
No, you're all right.
That is something else. What I'm going to say.
Was he even looking then, Anne?
No. And it's like what we all laughing at.
Ooh. No, I've just been something else.
Sorry about that, Rebecca. Carry on.
But yeah, it was a tough one for Everton and 21s with the senior team having a match the same night and how restricted that squad is, how many injuries they've got. We did end up with 6 of our under 21s having to be in that squad. So we have 4 on the bench and 2 starting, which for the 2 starters in Roman Dixon and Harrison Armstrong, incredible. But it did mean that we were left quite short with the under 21s. But Charlie Whittaker as captain, I can speak about him for days. He's honestly one of our greatest players in the academy, and he is one that I'm hoping we do hold on to and be able to make something happen with. I expected this result. I'm very happy that we scored. I mean,
Did you see the goal?
Yeah.
Like, our defender passed it to our keeper, who passed it to Benjamin.
Yeah.
And there was no way that was getting missed.
No. Yeah, it was a lucky one, but I mean, for Everton under 21 to say they were able to score against Stockport is just amazing. It's a tough group that we're in to begin with anyway. We've got Aki, Tranmere, Stockport and us. So to say that we're second in that group is really good for us with our win at Tranmere. It is going to be interesting to see how we do, but I can see Everton under 21 beating Aki if I'm honest. But yeah, fair play to Stockport. I mean, it was a good match and
yeah,
we had to suffer through 2 losses in one night.
Yeah. You know, the thing is with us as well, like, it's actually a bit crazy that even though like we didn't put out the 11 that start like most of the league matches, and yet we had Tanto start the game. Like, it's just coming back from injury, so he probably needs that kind of game. Nick Powell, like, starting in that, is coming back from injury as well, and Fevrier coming back from injury. They got all 4 goals for us, but it just shows what depth we've currently got in our squad. It's absolutely mental. I love it. My voice is echoing through my can.
If anyone did play in the trophy as well, please send your match reports. Dietrich has put up the chickens. After the defeat, we needed a result quickly, and glad it happened so soon. Goals from Verdane. Is it Verdane? Verdane Oliver, one of our own, Bobby Poynton and Clark Adair. We're top of our group. That's one cup I don't miss though, right? But Mr. Luke has also brought it to my attention. I'm not going to spend too long on this, but the National League have brought out a cup as well. I know, it's mental. Cannot wait to try and do a match report on this National League Cup. Since I won't be there to watch it, might just make it up instead. I'm going to do exactly the same. I think the only good thing about it, to be fair, is I think the clubs get all of the money. You know, as not the Premier Leagues, like under like 21s or whatever, all proceeds go to the National League club, which is obviously good and a massive help. But I just think they're probably going to spend more money on opening the ground and doing that, and on the electricity than they would get fans in, if you get me. So I think it's a weird one, to be honest. And I know there's a lot of teams who have also pulled out of it because they don't want to be part of it. I know Barnet's one, and there's a good few others as well. So it's one of them. It's good to see, obviously, players have a run out and things, but at the same time, it could obviously, we've not got massive squad depth in them leagues anyway. So it could also be a massive downer because we also play the FA Trophy, play FA Cup qualifiers, as well as this now. So it's impacting injuries and things. So we will see. We will see. Yeah, as mentioned, I saw Barnet, Eastleigh, Solihull and Southend pulled out. Prize money is the only good thing about it. Everything else get rid now. Alex put, I think this is about the game they played. We played almost a second string side against Salford, even though we won. Was more interested how the fringe players would perform. Was really impressed by Ashfield and academy player played really, really well. Dagenham and Redbridge, Wealdstone, Woking and Ebbsfleet took their place. Anybody got anything to add on the Bristol Street Motors, or should we just move on to the Carabao Cup?
Yeah, move on.
Move on. So, Carabao Cup. So this is a third round. So, Anne, I'm going to ask you first. Is there any standouts? And Sam, I know you're in the chat. So if you want to talk about Manchester United, do it now.
Yeah, I mean, that one's the obvious one, isn't it? Of 7-0. But I suppose, I know it's in the Premier League podcast, but it was good to see Marcus Rashford get a couple of goals. I know he scored for United at the weekend as well, so it's good to see him actually getting back to hopefully his best. Coventry, again, kind of playing well, but losing to a Premier League side. At least there wasn't any offside or debates to be had. They just lost. They were unlucky.
Good result for Spurs, though.
Yeah, and it was good to see. I think Brennan Johnson scored from, didn't he? And I really like Brennan Johnson. He's a fantastic footballer. So I don't really want to. I mean, there's the Fulham game there when Fulham played Preston. Yes. Did you see the penalty score?
Yes. Good penalties as well, to be fair.
Can you imagine having to be seeing you've travelled up on the train from Fulham and you're like, oh, train's in 10 minutes, it'll be long. 16, 15 and the penalty. Yeah, but apart from that, no. I've gone through most of it there, haven't I? But
I know.
There's not many surprises, is there? Like Preston beating Fulham's the only real shock, isn't it? Everything else is just kind of expected. Obviously, Everton and Southampton, someone had to. Everton and Southampton, both teams haven't won the Premier League this year, and they still couldn't beat each other. It's just crazy. But yeah, there's no there, Shah, to be fair.
There's not. Sam has mentioned 7 goals. I'm hoping builds the confidence needed in the attacking players, but Barnsley were bad. How bad, you ask? Well, Anthony scored and looked good. So bad.
Footballer, by the way, not me. Although I think I might have scored against Barnsley that night. They were terrible.
Oh, yeah, that made me laugh as well. The tweet that were going round when people were taking a picture saying, going to tell my kids we beat Barcelona 7-0 because obviously it had Man United in it, a bar, didn't it?
Speaking of that, have you noticed last year there was a big hoo-ha when Harrogate played Doncaster and it had hard on? But they took it out. It had
Doncaster became DI, didn't they?
Yeah.
R and then DOR, didn't it? And I was like, you spoiled sports.
Yeah, but that means harder. Hard on and then harder.
Yeah, it was something where they messed it up. I was like, you spoiled sports. Never mind.
Anybody else want to talk about the Carabao Cup?
No.
What's the round 3? We can't get past round 1 in any cup competition.
We're not even in it, Uncle Nick, so don't worry. We're not allowed in this one.
I don't want to say too much on it because it was like a full Prem tie, but Everton and Southampton, you can tell that both of them teams haven't won in the Premier League because neither of us were good. But my only question is, in what universe does Sean Dyche think it's a good thing to take off a striker and bring on Ashley Young?
Didn't he miss the penalty as well?
As soon as he walked to to take the penalty, we all said he's missing.
Mm-hmm.
It just had to be him. But yeah, that was our main question as to why you take off a striker when we did have one of the under-21 strikers on the bench in Martin Cherry. Why take Beto off and bring on Ashley Young, which we're still confused by it.
I am going to be covering some FA Cup fixtures now. So if anybody did watch an FA Cup game, I know you're in, Chris, as well. So please send your match report. And do you know what? I'm going to send you Ben's match report so you can read it, so I can get the fixtures up and the results on my phone from the FA Cup.
You send us it on Instagram.
WhatsApp. WhatsApp. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Right. You can read it. I know.
Christ, he's wrote a friggin' essay.
It's going to be now that you're reading it.
Let's get it on. Tough game on Saturday. We had someone from the FA down to do social content, and with the cup buzz back, Hampton were looking to spoil the party. It was a frantic start, very end to end. Aaron Blair struck the crossbar while Alexis Andrea Jr. made a superb save to keep it goalless. We were given a controversial penalty just before half-time when Matt Bentley was taken out on the edge of the box, but the ref pointed to the spot. Ben Brooks, our set-piece man, stepped up to score his first goal for the club. However, it took a funny turn down the other end straight away when Sam Smith apparently tripped James Roberts, which was clear it was a dive, but to be fair, he was probably going to give justice for our pen. So two really controversial penalties, it sounds like, in that game. It was Roberts who stepped up to score the penalty. It looked like it was heading for a replay. 2 minutes past the original 5, originally added on, but Shaq Colehurst nodded in from close range in the 97th minute to secure their win. We are on the cup charge again, up the Stones.
Woo! And he has put, this is music to my ears. I'm making this my ringtone. See? I just wouldn't have done it justice, Ben, would I?
I was going to say I'm northern as well.
Yeah, you're northern as well. But my crap northern accent, yours is a good one. I say Bolton and Barnsley.
I say Barnsley now.
Barnsley. We have got Chris as well. So he's put, Spennymoor went through to the next round of the FA Cup after a 3-1 win over, is it Morpeth? Morpeth.
My friend manages Morpeth, Craig Lynch.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want to read this as well, Vanan?
No. What's another copy?
A 3-1 win over Morpeth Town. 2 corners from Matt Dolan led to 2 goals in the first half. Glenn Taylor and then Robbie Ramshaw to make it 2-0 at half-time. Second half, Isaac Fletcher made it 3-0, but Morpeth, I keep going to say Morpeth, as in Neil Morpeth. Morpeth.
Don't mention that name again.
Scored, didn't it? But Morpeth got a goal with 5 minutes to go. But the game was, is that mad?
Mad, yeah.
Yeah. With 2 Morpeth players got stretchered off. Oh, no. I hope they're okay. I know, I just keep going. But honestly, the night I've had tonight, it wouldn't surprise me if I said Morpeth. That's how I'm going, Morpeth. See. Don't want to know me. Johnny, Niall Ranger scored for Kettering Town in the FA Cup at weekend.
Niall Ranger, he played for us a couple of seasons ago. And he must be the strangest, he is the strangest character out. On the football pitch, he would get, kicked to pieces, battered, play really well, score a couple of goals, wouldn't react at all. Put him out at night, and he'd start smashing places up. He'd just absolutely brainless when he was out, whether it was drink or God knows what. But 2 totally different characters, one on a football pitch. And he's such a talented player, such a waste of a talent with what he's done with his football career. and it's a real shame. But yeah, he got done in Swindon for smashing doors down, in assaulting, I think, his girlfriend and all sorts of things. And say, put him on a football pitch, defenders would kick him, and he wouldn't even react. Absolutely crazy.
Luke as well has put, my standout fixture from the FA Cup second round qualifying has to be Bishop's Cleeves of Southern League Division 1 South beating Torquay United 3-0. What a result. Wow. Ben has put, Paul Wotton's post-match after the Bishop's Cleeves game was quality, Luke. Very refreshing.
Got some bad news, Shah.
Oh, no.
Need a market top 8.
Oh. Let's end it now. Let's end the live stream. We don't have to talk National League this week. I'm on it now.
The dream is over for another year for Needham Market.
Don't worry, Luke. We don't have to talk National League now because Needham Market lost, so we're going to end it now. We've got what we wanted. Ben has put, for crying out loud, I can't spell tonight. Don't worry. Just going through the games, though. I mean, one of Kieran's favourite teams is it National League South, Salisbury. They won 7-1 against AFC Stoneham. Oh, I love ham.
I love ham.
I love ham. Do you know what I wanted to say as well? Bury are on a really good run at the minute, and I think every the qualifiers they've had so far, they've been away. And they've actually drawn Radcliffe Borough, which is a massive derby, obviously, for them in the next round. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they can get through, because I would love to play Bury again, because I loved it back in the day, obviously, when it was Rochdale-Bury. I know everyone makes this thing about Rochdale and Oldham and saying that's our main derby, but because we weren't in the same leagues as Oldham when I was like younger and growing up, they were always better than us. And I remember it was always Bury and Rochdale derby, so I would do anything just to have that back if they can just beat Radcliffe, because I honestly think that would be mega getting that back again. So they beat Blythe.
That's a good result. Blythe had pulled it around a little bit. They were bottom of the league and then won like 2 or 3 games in a row, so fair play.
Yeah. Chester beat Hebburn Town 3-0, so that was obviously expected. I'm just going through them now to see if there's any. So in the chat, Curzon Ashton beat Barnold Swick. What a name! 6-0. Barnold Swick. I love it. I need them in my life. I need them. Ben has put big up Horsham for their win over Dorking for the second year running. Mark White, special interview. I love that guy so much, honestly. I say it every time we talk about Dorking, but what a legend he is. Do they play in the FA Trophy as well, and Needham Market?
Morpeth. Yeah. No, Needham Market and Morpeth.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Needham Market, I would imagine they will, yeah, because they're in National League North. Morpeth definitely do.
Do they? Sam has put, I'm playing tennis in Salisbury on Sunday. I hope they don't play as well as that. Good luck. Chris has put Stockton Town 3 at Marine AFC 2. Big result for Stockton Town against a National League North team in Marine. That's a very, very good one. Ben has put the Dushan. They come in at the first round stage, I think. This one I wanted to point out as well, because Luke might be familiar with him, but Damani Mellor, who was on loan at us last season, scored in this, and he plays for Macclesfield now, and I think he's kind of found his level, and he's been playing quite consistent for them. So Macclesfield 5, South Shields 0, a huge result for Macclesfield.
Is it Robbie Savage, the manager of Macclesfield?
Yeah. Isn't he the owner and everything as well?
Yeah.
He's built them back up, hasn't he? I really need to go to this ground now, just for the name. I mean, come on. Oh, Mark White, he's threatened to make them train 3 evenings a week or over 3 mornings. He was fuming. I need to watch that interview then. I really, really do. Do you know what? I'm just going to get it over with. I'm going to go to the National League. So, Luke, get your reports in. I'm going to just start with Rochdale first. Before that, Lucas put, Damani Miller signed for us for a short-term deal and went off to Macclesfield, an absolute Gateshead legend. What a lad. Maybe that's who you needed the other day.
Yeah.
At least you're here, Luke, though. Unlike you.
100%. I'll just talk about Dale, to be fair. So it was one of them days where we just didn't really perform that well. I can't really say Solihull Moors did, to be fair, but they came with a plan. They bullied us. It was quite a physical side, and that didn't allow us to play our football. They was the first to everything. They were bullying us off the ball as well. A very physical side. The 2 goals were really soft. It was defensive errors. And, I've been coming on it week in, week out saying, our defence has been so good this season. It's been great this season. And then, obviously, our goalkeeper, the passing out from the back, passed to Harvey Gilmore, and then completely balls it up. So that allowed them to obviously go and score. And then it was another shocking defensive error for their second goal. Cairo Mitchell, though, did score. We did come into the game towards the end. Cairo Mitchell, it was always good seeing him score. He's a confident striker as well. So when he's performing and when he's scoring goals, obviously his confidence is up there. One thing I did want to address, though, and it's not the football, it's some of our fans, because after the game, you go on social media and it's all, why did we offer this Luna 3-year contract, Jim McNumpty and all this? And I am, honestly, it baffles me so much, because on Tuesday, previous to our Saturday game, we were pissing the league, apparently. We were going to win it all. Jim McNulty should be knighted and all this. And then within the space of how many days, we lose 2-1 to Solihull Moors, where both teams didn't really show up. And as I said, they had a plan. They bullied us off the ball. We didn't have a plan B for that game. So I do get the frustration, but we're not going to win every game. But coming out and spouting that nonsense is just, I just think, like, really, why? And it just really baffles me, because all the frustrations we have had and all the difficulties we have had the last few seasons, why on earth would you come out with that? You'd be happy. Like, the start we have had, we've not spent much on these players, despite people saying that we've spent this and that, and with a Man City of the National League, we've not. We've hardly spent a penny. We've got them on free contracts, and we've kind of built our team around youngsters, which I think is brilliant. We've got a few experienced players, but a lot of it has come from free contracts. But for people to criticise Jim McNulty in this team after the start we've had, I think is disgusting. And if there is any Rochdale fans watching, and if you were the ones who were doing that, get a grip, because not that long ago, we might have not existed. We might have not been a club today. So think yourself lucky that we are here. We're having a decent start. I feel privileged that I can go every week now. And I don't want to sound disrespectful or anything, because I know Jen's sat here as well. But I can go now and think, my club's okay. Like, I can enjoy this football without thinking, oh no, are we going to be able to pay the players next week? What's going to happen to our club? Yeah, it is frustrating. We did lose a game. We didn't turn up. We played crap. That's what I'm going to say. We played crap. But we've also won stuff previously. You can see that they're trying to build football, and they do have a plan. And they are coming together. It's a month into the new season. Get a grip, Dale fans. If you were them Dale fans, get a grip. Because I'm sick of it. It's embarrassing. We had Oldham fans laughing at us saying, oh, the meltdown from Rochdale fans. Like, what the hell? We've lost 2 games this season. 2 games.
I think people expect, like, when you have a takeover and then you have a good start and everything's like rosy and perfect. Well, really, it's not a reality, and you're going to lose games of football. So you just need to get a grip and get on with it and stop letting it affect your life so much if that's the way you're going to react.
I'll agree as well with this, to be fair. Johnny has got a point. I think the referee was poor, but we can't just blame it on the referee and the officials because we didn't show up. And as I said, they just didn't allow us to play our football. They came, they had a plan, and they utilised it because of our defence and the defensive errors that we did make. And their midfield were first to everything. And you've heard me come on here saying Ryan East, Aaron Henry, Harvey Gilmore, they're the core of our midfield. They've played brilliant. They couldn't play the football that they wanted to play because they just got bullied off the ball. And it's because of the strength of, obviously, the Solihull Moors players. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, the referee, it's his fault, he's poor. Because, yes, he was poor, the officials were poor, but we just didn't perform. And we're not going to perform every game, but I'm just not having people criticising Jim McNulty, especially after the start we've had. So, yeah.
Get them tells.
I say. I am. Oh, Chris as well. He sent us £5 for our super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the midweek ones as well. There was 2 midweek National League games. AFC File 2, Southend 1. And I do want to come on to AFC File because they did part ways with Chris Beach, didn't they? So they were managerless. And I don't know if anyone saw as well. I sent it in our group chat. But there was a drone. There was a drone, obviously. And the players had to leave the pitch. And apparently, I don't know how true it is, but apparently it was the Southend coach driver who was flying this drone and he got arrested so they couldn't get back home. I don't know how true it is, so don't believe it. But if that is true, then wow.
Just imagine that, can't you? Like sat on a board, you know, like, I'll set the drone up. Shit.
There's a lot of comments saying well said. I'll come on here week in, week out, and I will say if we've been crap, I will call it out. If we've been good, I'll praise them. But one thing I won't do is say Jim McNulty and all this, because at the end of the day, we're not going to win every single game. These players are young. They're still, obviously, they've not been together that long. We've got a whole new team, so I'm not going to do that because I'm not that kind of person. I'll add, things don't come suddenly, but Rochdale have had a great start so far, and there will always be setbacks at times and off days. Exactly.
It's like I said before, every team this season's going to lose. You know, it is what it is.
Exactly.
Can't win everything.
And speaking of that, bless him, he's waited so long. Oh, Luke. Dagenham away. Have to say now, I certainly didn't expect us to lose 7-1 against Dagenham. The first half, we looked all right. Just some poor defending at the start of the game costed us 2 goals. Second half is where things went downhill, but we still somehow managed to play well. But after the third goal, the goals from Dagenham came in and our players' heads dropped. Can certainly say it was a bad day at the office for us, but we will move on from this and we will try and bounce back from this against Forest Green at home. I didn't expect that at all, to be fair.
No, I saw it on on the results page after. I was like, what on earth? I was expecting all to be like a couple of players sent off or something like that, but no, it was just a good performance from Dagenham, wasn't it? So
I think a full group chat put at the same time, oh God, I bet Mr. Luke's not happy.
Yeah.
I know. But to be fair, it sounds mad because obviously it was a thumping, but I would rather have a game like that and then get back on track, you know, the next game and see obviously how they act. I know obviously it'll be another tough game for them if we've got Forest Green. They were pretty solid against us as well. We got a 0-0 draw, but I think Gateshead are more than capable of coming back from that. It's just a shame because obviously, well, not a shame for us, obviously, because we're now above them. Sorry, Luke. But the goal difference, because obviously it took a hammering because the goal difference was really quite strong. But Gateshead, they play some brilliant football. So it's just a bad day at the office, 100%. Sean has put, this is a public announcement. The Southend coach driver has been nicked for flying a drone, so they are driverless as well as dropping 3 points. I love this as well from Luke. And this is why I love this community, because we do give other teams credit. They're amazing and they fully deserve all 3 points from that. I feel like with Dagenham, they're a bit like Aldershot, where they can be quite inconsistent, but they also have that odd game where they'll go out attacking all guns blazing, full force, and they are like that. And obviously, it just happened to be against Gateshead, unfortunately. Any standouts for anyone on this slide? I mean, a good result for Wealdstone. I did want to point that one out, to be fair, especially against Forest Green away, because they've been really struggling, Wealdstone.
Yeah, I'm happy to move on. Just the Dagenham game, you look at that 7-1.
Good result, Sutton.
So yeah, Sutton beating Southend's a good result. Yeah, Eastleigh getting beat. I mean, Eastleigh were rocking high at the table, weren't they? And then Gateshead beat them, and they haven't done very well. Halifax are doing really well, aren't they, this year?
What I wanted to say as well, I don't think Sam will be my friend on Saturday because we actually do play Eastleigh away. I know. So sorry, Sam. One team I did really want to speak about though, because I feel like not a lot of people have spoke about them, and they've completely gone under the radar. They had a bad season last season, despite spending quite a lot of money, to be fair, but I think they've recruited quite well. And looking at the table as well, York top, and they've been very good this season. Quite a consistent and solid force. They obviously recruited Tyree Sinclair. They've who's the other lad they've got? It's going to really annoy me now. It's going to annoy me. I'll try and think of it. But what a force they've been this season, and I think the way they're playing, they could keep it up. They bring in, is it Lennell John? Is it John Lewis? It isn't it? Lennell John Lewis. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but he used to play for Bury anyway. And anyway, it's like the Ian Henderson, but at York. They're bringing him off the bench, and I think he scored 4 goals for them coming off the bench this season.
Is he 76 as well?
Yeah. So that's brilliant, obviously, for them.
It was made a good point. It's Spenny Chris about Barnett, because obviously I know the debate that Claire and Ben had last week, which I'm totally on. As much as I hate to say it, I'm totally on Claire's side there, because I completely agree.
I'd be on your side.
Completely agree.
I'm joking.
Don't say that, Azan.
No, just because it was against Ben. But no, I totally agree. I totally agree with you, because I don't think that is what you should be doing as a football manager. But it's actually worked, hasn't it? They've gone and smashed Braintree, so I suppose maybe it's ended up okay, but
yeah, but I think that's too fast to tell, because that's the players that have got that result.
Yeah.
We'll see, won't we?
Definitely. I wanted to point out as well, a lot of the sides who have been struggling so far this start of the season, they have got points. So I mentioned Wealdstone. Obviously, Ebbsfleet beat Hartlepool 1-0. Hartlepool seem to be struggling a bit. They seem very inconsistent this season. Boston obviously got a point against Aldershot. Tamworth beating Maidenhead 3-1. I mean, what a result for them. So I feel like it was a bit of a freak weekend in the National League. Yeovil getting a point against Altrincham as well, who've been pretty well. A lot of people are saying
pretty freaky week in most of the leagues, wasn't it? It was all a bit skew with even the Premier League. There was obviously Liverpool losing and Brighton not beating somebody. It was just a bit of a weird week, wasn't it? In all of the football.
Yeah, definitely. Sean as well mentioned Tamworth and beating Maidenhead, with the goal scorers being former Rushden and Diamonds players, and the gaffer being a former Diamonds manager. Hopefully it's a honeymoon period for Ebbsfleet, Graham. Normal service will be resumed in 2 weeks. And Graham has put, it's a freaking weekend. So
they're having some fun.
Oh, he's not happy. You never know, though. You never know. It might happen this weekend. But the National League table, so top we have York on 20 points. Forest Green are second on 18 points. Barnet are third on 18 points. Dale are fourth on 17 points. Gateshead are 5th on 17 points. Eastleigh are 6th on 16 points. Oldham are 7th on 14 points. And then in the relegation zone, we have in 21st, Braintree Town on 7 points. Wealdstone are 22nd on 6 points. I'm saying Wealdstone as well because I can't remember who it was said about me saying Wheel because I pronounce it Wealdstone. So I'm making sure I pronounce it
I call
Wealdstone.
Wealdstone, yeah.
I call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. 23rd and Maidenhead United on 5 points. And Ebbsfleet are bottom on 5 points. And that is it for the football. A lot of football we have had to talk about. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone in the chat for joining us and sending in your match reports and any comments. And everybody wants a bit more Ant in the life. Where can everybody find you? And I'm sure Ben wants a bit more Ant in his life.
Oh, there you go. Just add Howie pod for Sunderland women chat and stuff. I mean, it's not been a very good start for the lasses, to be fair. We haven't scored a goal and conceded 8. But they don't have a game this weekend, so at least we can't lose. But yeah, they're all. I'm at @_Watson on Twitter.
The pro of the pointing. She is back off the holiday. Rebecca, where can everybody find you?
You can find me here.
Oh, no, you missed it.
You missed it there.
_Rebecca_Shaw_. That's on Twitter and TikTok. You can find my Her Game 2 content, ASFC Her Game 2. And if anyone wants to join the madness of F1 with me and Jen,
No, don't do it.
I had a good weekend in
She had a
F1.
good week. I didn't. There we go.
Then you can join us in Girls in the Grandstand, where we do podcasts and a bit of randomness.
You know how you've got the Louis Barry song? You've got to have the Oscar Piastri when he wins, haven't you?
We're not McLaren fans, sorry.
Jen, where can everybody find you?
Everywhere and anywhere, pretty much. But it is Jen Hunt _ on pretty much everything. Hopefully, Markham will get their first win on Monday on TV. If you're not doing anything, maybe put us on. Let us know. Let me know how good or bad.
Remind us in the chat, Jen.
I will. I don't know if I'm going yet. I know we haven't decided, so I might be watching it at home as well.
He's back, the main man, Uncle Nick. We have missed you, and thank you so much for being on with us tonight. Where can everybody find you?
You can find me on good old Twitter on road_Ocus. That'll probably be a bit edit. I won't post much, but if you want to make a comment, I'll be glad to reply to you. So, and yeah, it's a real pleasure being back on. Good to see all these happy folks. So enjoyed this evening. Thank you very much.
I felt like you were going to say, I don't post much, so leave us alone.
Yeah, because I'll ignore you anyway.
And Claire, everybody loves Claire. Where can we find Claire?
Woo, in one. Claire _Jeffs on Twitter. Happy to chat to you all. And on a Tuesday, that's a non-match day, you can find me on Hatters _Hangout, where we talk about the.
Oh,
there we go. I knew that was coming.
Where we talk about the matches the week.
Oh, bless you again.
The matches that have just gone by and the ones still to come.
I was waiting then.
I tried really hard to hold that in. Do you know what's really
bless you.
Thank you, guys. You know what's really cute? My little girl, she sneezes and she goes, "Mummy, I didn't bless you."
Bless her.
If anybody wants to find me, I am Shah X RAFC. That is on Twitter, it's on Instagram, it's on TikTok. Her Game 2 stuff is Rochdale HGT. And of course, we need your help because we are so close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We've already smashed it on Twitter, but we need it on YouTube. And then hopefully we can start doing merch. And remember, Remember to send that to Kieran. By the way, everyone, not forgot. Graham's done it. But we are the Absolute Football Podcast. And on Twitter, because I'm not calling it X, because it will never be X to me and anyone else on this podcast. And if it is, I'm going to remove you. I'm joking. We are Absolute Ball Pod. On YouTube and Twitch, we are Absolute Football Podcast. On TikTok, we are Absolute Football Pod. On Instagram and Threads, if anybody still does Threads, we are Absolute Football Podcast _. On Facebook, we are the Absolute Football Podcast. On Mondays is our Premier League and European show. Wednesdays is all things women's football with #Team Chaos, I think it is. I think that's what they call themselves, isn't it? I love them, honestly. Please check them out, both shows. And then, of course, on a Thursday, we are the lower league team and we cover everything from the EFL Championship, League 1, League 2, National League North and South, and any cups we want to cover and just any football, we will cover it. But thank you so much, as I always say to everybody in the chat. You just make it so amazing and we're so proud of the community we've built with you all. But yeah, please take care and have a lovely weekend.